Hi, I'm Cliffhanger, and this is the movie The Electric State. After a war with intelligent robots, a teenage girl sets off for the robot reservation to find her missing brother. She's joined by a fugitive robot and a smuggler of relics from the past. Together, they travel through a post-tech catastrophe country. The story takes place in an alternate timeline. A young genius named Christopher is preparing to enter college early. He doesn't like the idea of growing up, but his older sister Michelle supports him, convinced he can change the world. He's also deeply attached to his favorite character, a morally upstanding robot. Flashback. Once upon a time, Walt Disney created robots for Disneyland. Over time, these robots were improved and given more responsibilities. Eventually, tired of being second-class citizens, the robots rebelled against humanity, led by a marketing bot called Mr. Peanut. Robots went on strike worldwide, demanding equal rights. The conflict escalated into a 2-year war that humanity was losing, until a scientist named Eden Skate developed the Neurocast helmet, which allowed humans to control special drones with their minds. With this tech, humans won the war. Surviving bots were rounded up and confined to a massive walled-off reservation, forbidden from mingling with humans. Skate's company, Central, then created a virtual internet people could access via Neurocast. To maintain this network, massive data centers were built worldwide. 2 years after the war, an older Michelle lives with her foster father Ted, who's addicted to the virtual world. Because Michelle grew up troubled, Ted monitors her every move using an ankle tracker. She's failing at school, traumatized by the car crash that killed her parents and brother. She's haunted by nightmares. One night, Michelle hears a noise in the backyard and discovers a bot who looks like her childhood cartoon favorite, Cosmo. She panics and hides under the bed. The bot finds her, but he isn't hostile. Unable to speak properly, he communicates using pre-recorded cartoon phrases. He claims to be Christopher, her brother. She doesn't believe him and tries to kick him out, causing a commotion. Ted storms in and accuses Michelle of violating the law. When he pushes her, Cosmo attacks, but carefully, without hurting him. As Ted tries to call the cops, Michelle zaps him with the taser and escapes with Cosmo, tossing the ankle tracker and damaging Ted's drone. They reach a war memorial, but realize their car has a flat tire. Cosmo tries to explain they need to reach the central HQ where Christopher's real body is kept, while his mind controls the bot. He hints that a doctor who told Michelle about his death might be in the robot reservation and knows where he is. In the trunk, they find a parcel containing a black market relic from the zone, something Ted collected. The sender might know how to get past the wall. Michelle and Cosmo stow away on a freight train, cross a desert, and reach a city. They spy on a smuggler, making a shady deal with a biker bot over a vintage revolver. When the bot threatens him, the smuggler's partner, a robot named Herman, stuns the attacker with an electric shot. Michelle and Cosmo sneak into the truck. Meanwhile, a marshal named Bradbury, a bot hunter, finds Ted's abandoned car and continues tracking them. The smuggler, named Keats, drives to a bunker near the wall. They unload a crate containing Michelle and Cosmo into a mine full of illegal relics. A power outage causes spoiled food, and Keats and Herman argue. Suddenly, an elevator activates. Marshal Bradbury arrives. Negotiations fail. As the lights go out, Bradbury hunts in the dark. Keats tries to shoot him, but fails. Bradbury corners Michelle and Cosmo, but falls into Herman's trap. They try to escape in a minecart, but a shot topples it. A brawl breaks out. Michelle ends it by ramming Bradbury with a bulldozer and causing a cave-in. With the tunnel blocked, the group is now stuck inside the bot zone. Scavenger bots who kill and strip other bots for parts roam the area. Luckily, Keats has a hangar and a giant robot frame for Herman. Michelle makes a deal. Keats helps her find Dr. Armhurst, and in return, the doctor will show them how to escape. Riding in a makeshift caravan, they travel through the desert. Along the way, Keats reveals that Herman once saved his life during the war, even though other soldiers almost executed the robot for it. Elsewhere, Skate spends time in VR talking to a memory of his mom, but the simulation glitches. Christopher has gone missing, or rather his consciousness. Skate calls in Bradbury and offers to help him reconnect with his drone to finish the mission. The group encounters robots guarding a mall. followers of Mr. Peanut. Mistaking them for scavengers, they attack and capture them. Mr. Peanut later apologizes and says he thought they were threats. He admits that Dr. Amherst had been there, but left to avoid triggering another war. Michelle wants to leave, but Keats convinces her to stay the night. At night, a mailbot brings Michelle a secret message. Amherst left an address. Mr. Peanut overhears this and offers to help. The next night, their group, now including warrior bots, arrives at a creepy amusement park. Scavenger bots resembling twisted animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's surround them. Just as things turn grim, fireworks and music distract the bots. The floor collapses, dropping the group into an underground bunker. Dr. Amherst greets them cautiously. When Cosmo hands him a postcard, the doctor realizes their plan worked. Michelle demands answers. Amherst explains that Christopher never died. He was in coma, but his brain was uniquely suited to power the network, so they faked his death and hooked him up. After 1.5 years, he started showing signs of life. Amherst tried to stop the experiment, but Skate refused, so the doctor fled and secretly created a channel for Christopher to upload his mind into the bot body. Their reunion is interrupted when Bradbury blasts through the door. Skate, having hijacked the drone, takes control and shoots Amherst. While the others flee, Mr. Peanut holds Bradbury off. In a final confrontation at the park, drones arrive. The group fights back with all they've got. Just as they start to win, reinforcements show up. Bradbury hesitates to kill Amherst, but Skate, controlling the drone, pulls the trigger. Cosmo is captured and brought to Central HQ. There, he sees his real body in a life support capsule. Skate orders the transfer of consciousness back into the body to reboot the network. Meanwhile, bots return to the mall, but it's been destroyed. Michelle, mourning her brother for a second time, vows to stop the network. Amherst's backup bot tells her that disconnecting Christopher would shut down all drones. It's their only shot at victory. The bots mount a full-scale assault. In the final showdown, Herman, inside a megabot built like a nesting doll, throws cars into Central HQ. It's a trap. The guards chase the distraction, while the others sneak in. Skate activates his ultimate drone, shifting the battle. Bradbury refuses to join, realizing that the bots seem more human than the corporate monsters behind Central. The backup bot clears the way so Michelle can connect with Christopher through the Neuracast. Inside his mind, she finds him in their childhood home, watching cartoons. He admits the truth. Without Central's tech, he can't survive. The only way out is to shut off his life support. Tearfully, Michelle agrees. When she cuts the power, the battle drones shut down as Peach is given over her brother's body, but suddenly, Herman's smallest form pops out again. Mr. Peanut finds Skate but lets him live. The Central Empire collapses. Journalists uncover experiments on Christopher. Skate is arrested. Michelle becomes a symbol of the bot uprising. In a public message, she calls on others to leave VR and embrace real life. In the final scene, Cosmo's robot body is dumped at a scrapyard, but he rises again, reflected in a puddle, setting the stage for a sequel.